Welcome everyone. This is Evelyn. I have 2 twin flame reads for you today. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings to everybody. All right, let's get right into these 2 reads. There's some very cool information that came through, especially in the first read. This is the first read that I did last night. Okay, and this is the full read from last night. Okay, and then here's the read in front of you from today. This one's actually for the 13th to the 14th, but whenever you come to it, it is valid. So I wanted to get this in for Valentine's Day. I'm probably going to do my astrological signs as well coming up tonight. I'm going to start. So this is the full read in front of you. This is for the 13th and 14th. The first read's more about today's energy to tomorrow's energy, but it doesn't really matter because when you come to it, it's when it's applying to you. So here we go with the first read from last night. I cut the deck at 7:17 last night. 7 is the chariot, 17 is the star. This is a 7-deck read. There's a lot of information on the table, so if something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. That's okay. If you want something more personalized, my information is below, as well as on my website, twinflames3344.com. I also have a CD out there called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames if you want to check it out. Yeah, make sure if you like the content that you like, share, and subscribe below. It helps so much. If you get unsubscribed by YouTube, please resubscribe again so that you get the notifications. And yeah, thank you all for spending your time with me as well. I have, after 7:17 when I cut the deck, and this was for today to tomorrow, at 7:27 the chariot and the ace of wands. I was getting F crystals. For me, F is the phi energy of expansion and contraction, and crystals also means Christ-like, and ALS literally means like, but also means cliff, and the cliffhanger was coming up. And then ALS is also Lou Gehrig's disease, so Lou's disease was coming up, right? Being Christ-like, not actually Christ. So be careful about that, using your discernment. I completed the clarifications on this read at 7:40, which is the chariot and the page of cups. And the major arcana for this first read were the star, guidance, which is the Hierophant, and before the read, abundance. After the read, the chariot, tower, and Luna, which is the moon. And then we had 1 sword, 1 cup, 2 wands, 5 pentacles. A lot of pentacles here in this first read, which isn't just about money, it's about the practical things of day-to-day living. We had the King of Cups as one of the court cards and the Queen of Pentacles. Before the read, the Queen of Swords also came up. We had double 1s, double 4s, double 10s, so a lot of 1s and 0s there. Very high vibration, justice, truth and balance, the 44 of the 4 of Cups, grounding and integrating, and mastering of love, especially receiving love. And we also had the 45 of the 5 of Cups, the 8, 9, 10, begin again, and again and again. We have the 14 of the Temperance card, the 58 of the 4 of Swords. The 410, which is 0 behind 41, the Ace of Cups, self-love, spiritual love, new love. And in a lesser sense, also the Hangman, the King of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. And then we have 1125 here as well, which is Justice again, and the Knight of Wands. And the quarter. 25 is a quarter, right? So the code line here is about forgiveness and completion. And here we go with this. So more important than anything in this code line today were really big numbers. You know, I usually have single or double digits. And sometimes I'll have triple digits or even 1,000, which came up yesterday. But today's read was 10108.49, adding up to 10157. So 10,157. So I went into Gematria to get the definitions for those 2 big numbers, and boy did that take me on a story. So that was very cool. So here we go with that. So 10108, which is one of the numbers that added up, on the code line to the 10157 with 49. 10108, the first entry on the gematria was Crown, CRNWO, crowning achievement, again, CRNWO, CIA, thieving men, China, coronavirus, carnivorous, CRNWO. So the N and NWO is together, but the N is capitalized and then WO, which also can be the New World Order, right? And with the CR of the crown coming up right before it each time, the crowning of the New World Order, right? So this 10108, but that's not the total on the line. Number 2 that came up was codes reveal Ray's identity. And for those of you who listen to me regularly, last week or a few days back, I literally got something from Gematria that said, identify Ray. So here it says codes reveal Ray's identity. As the dawn breaks, and I heard somebody else say dawn yesterday, my sister-in-law's name is Dawn. So as the dawn breaks and the sun, as in mother and son, but with the moon and the stars, begin to rise in the west. Thank you, Holy Spirit, revealer of all secret wisdom. That was number 2 from 10108. So very cool for me personally, because I'd gotten that other message about Ray as well. And remember when I'd gotten that message about Ray EK, I was getting RAEK with the Ash AE, and also Reiki was coming up there. So Ray's identity, as the dawn breaks, and the sun, as in the child, not the sun in the sky, along with the moon and the stars, begin to rise in the west. Thank you, Holy Spirit, revealer of all secret wisdom. So the second number, 10157, the first entry was, attention, evil, pervert children of Satan. Wait until you go to hell. It will give new meaning to who's your daddy. These really crack me up sometimes. All right, so the second entry for 10157 was, a lady in green dress on TV telling me the news with broad shoulders and a long man neck and big male eyes and long man nose and what appears to be a shaved male jawbone. So someone who's shaved off their beard. Number 3 entry was, and he will shepherd the people with an iron rod so that they will be broken to pieces like clay vessels, just as I have received from my father. Okay, so there's the child abuse wound also coming up. Number 4, all may now enjoy the peace and security of a world without nuclear weapons. And then I forgot to look up these words. YHSYK and JWSK came up right after that. And then number 5 was Mary Stevenson, room 12. Leapers, Ponderosa, Motel 110, First Avenue, Lincoln, Montana, Lewis and Clark County, 59639, Yehuda. And so I don't know maybe if 59639 is a zip code or not, but you can look that up if you want. 59639. So the number 6 entry for 10157 was, powerful figures made more powerful by prolonged media exposure and become an institution whose lives become living avatars for society and culture. Then I looked up number 49, since it was 10108 plus 49 equals 10157. And 49 was Kim in the end. So there's a lot of short ones here, so I just listed all these short ones. Kim in the end, Abigail, media, Lee as in Leigh, Hall, Isle or ill, like ILL, Naga, Naga, Den, Nye, and I for me is always that show of power, like Monty Python. And then Han came up, as well as Ned, Dell, and Adelaide. And after that was I am I. That was all 49, which, you know, traditionally is the Get Your Wish card. So then I was going back to the code line. And again, we start with Sophia. And here today I was getting Sophia, I just met a girl named Sophia. And yes, I know it's Maria, but it was coming up Sophia, right? Because we have the Sophia and Mary's the same energy line. One of two, 1010, that very high vibrational dance key with guidance. The guide dance of 49th Avenue was coming up, or 49 EV or VE, which can be the egg, the widower, the contractions and birth pangs of labor. So again, the holy place, the place of offering, the now moment, to see, to spot, even to flirt with all this energy that came up. I also had the word, well, let me finish this line first. So after 49th Avenue, or Kim, Abigail, Lee, Hall, Han, Ned, Dell, or Adelaide, with birth pangs, contractions, or widow or widower, the now moment, the holy place, the place of offering, to see, to flirt, to come with forgiveness and completion. So the woman, sweet, small stone, not in, a very high vibration destiny, dance is key in the guide dance with the Emperor and the Hermit, the quantum of solace, now forgive and complete as the birth process begins, as the games begin. So I was also getting this word smastein, Smastein. So really the word in the code line was Smaste, but the in at the end of this word wasn't part of what I was looking up. So sometimes if they don't have that exact word, I'll subtract the word that's not part of it. So it was coming up as this word minus the in. And so smastein comes up as a pebble or small stone, and SMA comes up as a woman or girl, a darling or babe, also another expression I don't want to bring up here. But then, of course, stein can be a drunk, a mug, someone who's stoned or drunk, or a stone, or a star, or a person. So that energy was coming up here. So the next entry here was the woman who's sweet, the small stone not in, as I said already, that high vibration destiny dance being key, the guide dance of the Emperor and the Hermit, the quantum of solace, now forgive and complete as the birth process begins, as the games begin. And to fatten up was coming up here as well, to have and possess. Sophia, to fatten, to possess the good half, the key guidance for Hermit, the holy place, the place of offering, the place of death and rebirth. And then Ray was coming up here. Since Ray had come up before for me, it was coming up again. And Ray, if you add up the numbers, is 17, which is the star, which very much resonates with Ray. But Ray also means God, manifestation. Oh, I put Ray into the gematria, and it came up manifestation, God's birth date encoded, the Bible God, December code page, I am I am Christ's God, I am the Son's God, godly, our decoder, December 13th. So here I have Ray and December 13th, and you know I always call God Sagi. So here's that reference to Sagittarius again. So December 13th, I look up in gematria. Look for God here. Only God aligns. The code to find God. And then it said, Ray is the Lord. Alpha Omega, Lord God. The Lord himself. God is with us. A.O. Lord. Ray Kosija, or Kokija, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Christ's Father, God the Almighty. Ray Kosija, 7. So it came up twice, that name. Christ, December 7th. Born December 7. Lord, December 7. December zodiac is ID. So now we're getting confirmation over and over and over. God is Sagittarius, right? And also the idea behind Christ being born in December. But that wasn't even why I started calling God Sagi. It was for other reasons. But December 7 zodiacs, the cosmic Christ kissed the almighty dragon. And then Biden America came up, anti-God, the second coming, which was 444, by the way, human goddesses, heaven loves God. Mike Holmes and karma came up, and he's got a show, Holmes 9/11, so that was coming up. He outs unhealthy homes and contractor projects that have gone wrong, the Canadian show. So Mike Holmes, karma, Christ, Lil Uzi Vert came up also, which also, when I didn't know who that was, I looked up the words, and I was getting to use, thread, string, or cord. And a vert is green in French. I am the chosen one, again, is 444. And blame yourself also came up. First name decides. God here, be careful. The Antichrist. Urgent message. Jehovah. Lions of Israel. I want nothing. Ritual sacrifice. This is no dream. Can you ever see? The XRP Freemason. Transparency. A December Sagittarius birthday code. This was in Gematria. 777. 144 also came up, and Sagittarius decoded birthday. Comet Ping Pong also came up, which is a pizza place with ping pong in DC on Connecticut Avenue in the Chevy Chase neighborhood. And by the way, Lil Uzi Vert came up in the news because he got this huge pink diamond implanted in his head, which I don't want to get into my opinion because it doesn't matter, but it's just like I'm just seeing it as an invitation for someone to come yank it out of his head. I don't know why he would do something like that. But anyway, Sagittarius decoded birthday, Comet Ping Pong. It's about time. Crack the Zodiac code. Freddie Mercury. And resolve the Zodiac. And so Freddie Mercury was coming up as 9/11. And then Freddie, when I looked it up, it came up as Freddie Mercury Alley next to the British Embassy in Warsaw, Poland, was unveiled on 11/22/19. All right, so God's bringing me back to identify God, identify Re, which Re means star, and also means God, which I just told you on the other page. So God, birth date encoded. Re means manifestation. The Bible God, December code page. I am Christ God. Godly, our decoder, December 13th. So all that stuff I just listed was from December 13th. So now in December 13th, December 7th was also coming up. And we all know December 7th, 41, was Pearl Harbor in Oahu, which was about the Japanese striking Hawaii. And what do I also call God? Well, I call him the Sagi horse, Mr. Ed. And also Pearl Harbor is the date that will live in infamy. And notice Pearl Harbor, the harbor of the pearl. What do we talk about all the time? The pearl and the oyster or clam. The bacteria that gets in there, and the pearl being what grows in order to protect the clam from that bacteria, but showing you the beauty that comes from it. Here, 12/7/41, and the date 12/7, and Spirit's connecting with me. The date that will live in infamy, and here it's coming up saying it's Christ's birthday, it's Christ's birthday, it's Christ's birthday, or it's Christ December 7, born December 7, Lord December 7. December zodiac is ID. So now I'm trying to figure out, okay, December 13th, look for God here. Only God aligns. The code to find God. Re is the Lord. Alpha, Omega, Lord God. The Lord himself, God is with us. Lord Re, Kochika, or Kokija, Christ's Father. So again, distinguishing the difference that Christ is not God, that the Father is God, right? The God is the God. The Creator is God. And, Christ is a piece of him, just like every one of you out there is. And also the Christ Sophia, of course, are the over energies there of the God energy, right? That very high vibration of God. So I come to the 12/7/41 of Pearl Harbor, the place where the pearl is kept safe. And of course, then Japanese comes up, and Sagi, horse, Mr. Ed. And horse came up not last night, but the night before when I meditated. I had this beautiful meditation that came up as soon as I went into meditation. And if you're interested, Lori Ladd had done a group meditation last week that I never did. So I did that meditation. And right away, I was seeing like a barn. It was like a dark wood horse barn, but I wasn't seeing any horses. I wasn't sure because I wasn't getting my visions really clearly yet, but I thought I was in a barn for sure. I was seeing a woman there. And then when I was questioning whether I was really seeing horses or not, a dark brown horse ran right up to me face to face. It's like the Knight of Wands card where I was getting like the Divine Masculine was right here showing me his face, and horses were specific to my journey because the horses were part of my letter when I outed myself to him. So it was a very beautiful energy, and I was getting my letter when I was meditating. So there's very beautiful energy about the horse coming up here. And then on 12/7/2020, in the news headlines was a fall nor'easter. So 12/7, a fall date, nor'easter. So not Easter. And then American NE, 79 years since Pearl Harbor, and 79 for me is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, which is where we are now. And then 12/13, Saddam Hussein captured in a hole. So I was looking up music because music was coming up, and the first music store in America was in Philadelphia, and it was opened by Michael Hillegas or Hillegas. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but that was the person who opened the store. I didn't find a name anywhere of the first music store, but this was the first music store in Philadelphia, where I'm from, and that was 12/13/1759. And before I found that, George's music came up. So I'm like, oh, George is significant here, especially since I have Mr. Ed here now. Now I can have George of the Jungle. And also my grandfather, my uncle, and my cousin are all named George. But if you notice, George is George, energy or energy. So George's music came up, brought up the name George. So now we have Ray, and we have the name George. That God is Ray, the 17, the star, and God is energy or George. God is Sagittarius, named George, Ray George, i.e. energy or Mr. Ed, education, erectile dysfunction, and so he exploded into pieces. The editor-in-chief was special ed, driver's ed, phys ed, a kid, and, right, he's the space between, an oath, a curse, an epithet, to mate, property, right, ownership of the feminine, and the 8 of the dance, the he oath, to become red, of leaves, the space, the distance, interval, the extent, length, ion or isthmus, the strip or piece of land between the waterways, a portage, a route for carrying the boat between 2 waterways, and head, it means all those things. So the ray of God of 2 energy flows, George, and erectile dysfunction, who explodes into pieces and becomes the editor-in-chief. Special ed, driver's ed, phys ed, a kid, a child, with an oath of vengeance to mate property and dance, and then become red of leaf, which means a bridge, a movable panel or door, in order to give space to go the distance, with 2 canals always around him, and he ahead, the horse's head. Of course, Mr. Ed. On December 7th, he harbored a pearl, and Spirit's connecting with me. On December 7th, he harbored a pearl, a Jewish American princess, a date that will live in infamy. A fall nor'easter, and 79 years since then, the pot of gold is due now with Hilagas, his last name, is the hill, and Egas, E-G-A-S, the other side of the hill. Egas is a Japanese surname, which I didn't do that on purpose, right? But here's Japanese, and here we have Japanese again. Igas is a Japanese surname. It came up as a Romaji, but the word Igasega came up, which is Igas minus the EGA, which means great or water. So literally it means a lizard out of water. How do you like that in Japanese? So over the hill of the lizard out of water, which is not great. Okay, here's the message there. On 1270, Harbinger Pearl, a Jap, a Jewish American princess, a date that will live in infamy, a fall, nor'easter, and 79 years since then, the pot of gold dew, over the hill, right, capital hill, or lizard out of water, which is not great. What else came up top here? I was also getting, when I broke down the name Kosija, and I found this name, it was very big regarding the gematria in the way the name came out. But when I broke down Kosija, Koceja, I was getting yes, I, now, one, foot, mouth, he, heavy, already, he ain't heavy, he's my brother, that's what I was getting. To hear, to come, to eat quickly, water and cooked rice were all coming up, and the ID, literally the word ID was coming up as I am, that I am divine. That is the ID. I am that I am divine. But the translation was coming up here, the ray being the star, and the Kosija, the cat or blankets, and the now moment and seizing the day, saying yes, that I am that I am, one, heavy already, to eat rice and water, to hear and to come quickly, on foot and a month perhaps, 40 days and 40 nights, and yes, 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 the number 7 with chariot, so coming with a car. So that was really funny. All right, so at 9:38 to 39, which is then the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, along with the Hermit energy, then the Strait of Gibraltar was coming up. And so I was breaking down Gibraltar, Gibr, and altar, of course, because we know what that means. So what it ended up meaning was to lead and bring without engine or penis or hunting apparatus to the altar. The isle, A-I-S-L-E, and the isle, I-S-L-E, the island, to the altar, right? The isle in the wedding ceremony. The water on either side are all the people crying. So again, the Strait of Gibraltar is the strait of to lead and bring, but without engine or penis or hunting apparatus, to the altar. The isle as an island, to the altar. The water on either side being all the people crying. She may be the face I can't forget, a trace of pleasure or regret, may be my treasure or the price I have to pay. So she may be the song that summer sings, may be the dull that autumn brings, may be the 100 different things within the measure of a day. So the song She was coming up by Elvis Costello, and I was getting major connect when I was getting it as well at 10:13, which is destiny and the transformation. So then I looked up the name Ray, and I noticed that Ray Kosija or Kokija, his middle name is Edward. As I'm talking about Mr. Ed, that God's name is Ray George and Mr. Ed, and here Ray's name comes as Ray Edward Kosija. So this literally came out as meaning Lord God's Vatican Jesus, Lord God 12 birth, again referencing December. Lord Ray Kosija 7, this will be your last life. The words of the devil, Christmas 2010, alien social experiment on a slave race planet. Craig Stephen Wright, Palestine, sacrifice, golden eye, the secret formula of gematria. Okay, so that's all the stuff that came up under Ray Edward Kosija. How crazy is that? So this first read we start with the Ace of Swords upright. Beneath it, Abundance reversed, Three of Swords reversed, the Six of Cups upright, and the Two of Swords upright, and the Queen of Swords upright. The Empress in lack, healing with and hopefully forgiving soulmate, knowing and keeping to themselves, floating on air, the Queen of Swords with the truth just below the surface, ready to play ball, working to align with a higher love, ending conflict, home shining the light, or dream home, or home dreaming. Taurus reversed and Sag upright, as well as Aquarius upright here, as the Queen of Swords is speaking her truth, free to leap to the Page of Pentacles opportunity to distance themselves from the Queen of Wands injustice of bad news, no news, spying or lying, or a smart-mouthed kid. Or the Queen of Swords is free to invite the Page of Pentacles, or Fool, or Aries between them, getting ready for a get-together with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords reversed, Libra, could be. The Queen of Wands is upright here with her black cat, both with long tails, as the judge steps down without a word or with bad news. The truth is elusive here. And a break up, break out, or no affection, powerless, Nine of Pentacles reversed, or dependent, and the Page of Pentacles not talking to each other. Or the Page of Pentacles is planning a surprise, expensive curtains, or time in the country. After engagement comes separation with silent treatment. The wounded warrior pouring out their heart to a friend about a betrayal and or third-party situation. The Magician reversed, insecure without tools, and not expressing passionate feelings, delays in communication and travel, with secret passion or without the keys and needing to use their intuition, with no sense of humor. Flapping their wings, out of control, under the blanket, no more hide and seek or teasing games here. Oh, by the way, when Ray and George and Mr. Ed were coming up, Ray Charles and George Michael came up with none other than that. His song, Blame It On, they sang together, Blame It On the Sun. But I was getting not the sun in the sky, but the sun, in other words, Christ. Ray Charles and George Michael, so this is God, saying blame it on the sun, blame it on Christ, not him. So they're always making jokes. God's really funny. All right, so at 11:33, which is then justice in the Christ vibration, Gemini reversed, Virgo reversed, and Pisces reversed here. The dog is nowhere to be found, was hiding last seen, no more lovin' in the Garden of Eden, as compassion comes up as number 9, and beneath it, moderation, 14. The Emperor, King of Cups, and Hierophant are all reversed right here. Perhaps a negative group, with the Empress reversed, dissatisfied with warring factions under the radar or heavily guarded. The Emperor reversed and the Empress reversed on opposing teams here. Or the Emperor reversed with conditions of a divorce or break in contract, and the Empress reversed dissatisfied or being arrogant but not getting her way, with a strong defense protecting third party under the radar. Ghosting or robbery of the Queen of Swords, post-war looting of the Star or Aquarius. The Knight of Cups offering love, planning a dream life, putting out a pretty penny, or drinks on the house, or pick anyone you want. An imp is scared of rat in the grass, or gambling debt. Synchronicities of the truth with negative self-talk and keeping it to themselves, in need of keys and codes with the secret out, and compassion needed, number 9, coming up there for that. For all of these are angry people. Sunshine, King of Wands, or he could be a Leo, or full exposure, or in the sun. Uncomfortable energies and feeling unstable, or moving and or visitation here. And this could be going to a party too as well. I have a kids party tomorrow, so that's definitely energy that's coming up. 11:49 is Justice and the Nine of Cups, the Get Your Wish card, with the Prisoner, Queen of Pentacles, perhaps after death or in a near-death experience, of the Emperor reversed, painful, bleeding out, or major surgery. Patient Angel upright and Knight of Wands reversed, falling short, or Patient Sagittarius turns player, home suffering in silence and destined to be without peace in partnership or connection, grieving loss, regret, guilt, or shame at 11:53, which is justice, and the Knight of Swords, the messenger of truth. So there's definitely been issues with death and hospitalizations. And personally, you all know that my mother just passed away this past month. And also, my kid's dad just had another minor stroke. So he's just getting out of the hospital now. He's doing okay. But there's definitely these kind of energies coming up. The recent past here for the twins is the Eight of Wands reversed, not telling true feelings, performing, juggling, happy, exposing. The Queen of Pentacles upright without option, but to present the truth to the Queen of Cups reversed. Dumped, purging, overwhelmed, sweating it out, at war with secret passion, strongly dissatisfied. Or Pisces reversed and Leo upright, or spiritually void Leo, who's never satisfied here, at 11:58, Justice and the Four of Swords, the 5D connection, or taking a break. The foundation is the King of Cups reversed. Emotionally detached, unavailable, or over-emotional in drinks, perhaps with issues at work or third party. Knight of Cups offering love to Libra, or destined wounded warrior, or guard. Or the King of Cups reversed is not getting along at work with the Knight of Cups upright, child, which came up in the second read as well, the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So there's definitely a thing going on between a father and child here. Destined to put them on guard. Or the King of Cups reversed is the Knight of Cups, turning on the charm to soften the wounded warrior's defenses. The central energy at the heart of the matter is the Star, the Page of Wands, inspired, in need of peace or vacation, saving at night, or hiding money from cancer and not telling. Or child stars, stubborn and lazy, and challenged by no guidance, or divorce and break from religion or establishment. At 12:04 is the Hangman and the Emperor. The Hermit's reversed and the Queen of Cups is reversed, playing hardball and rising above, or without sleep and lying to self, or withholding evidence in an awakening. The Magician's reversed, insecure, without tools, and recovering, starting over, defenseless, or without excuses. The Queen of Cups reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, with new passion ignited in jealous rage of the King of Wands reversed, waking the King of Pentacles reversed, without choice, then exploding at dependent or powerless to Scrooge, hoarding at night, feeling like a baby and vulnerable, rejected. Or the Page of Cups reversed feels rejected. Or the King of Wands is reversed and the King of Pentacles is reversed, and the two men may be freaking out at the kids or employees about money. Or two men and the Queen of Cups reversed with her baby, or Cancer with Virgo in chart, or Queen of Cups reversed, Taurus, Virgo, and Page of Cups reversed, Cancer or Pisces. So this could be a mother and child, or someone who just had a baby, or it could be your kid who just had a baby. So now is the Hermit without light, recovering without a hand. This also could be your child may have two guys, and then you don't know who the baby's dad is. That could happen as well. The Page of Cups reversed with family, and the Ten of Cups support emotionally in a split. So this could be, you or a child who's getting emotional support from the family in a divide, a lie, or cutting through the BS and needing clarity here. As the King of Swords is clinging, or after death, or in a near-death experience or confusion and seeing things. Divine Feminine complete, able to come full circle on her own, no longer silenced by the King of Swords and Aries, or Fool free to leap, ending pain, or in a painful ending between an all-business relationship with the Queen of Cups reversed and the Page of Pentacles, hurting themselves in an uncomfortable dance of judgment, announcement, wake-up calls, or energy blasts at the Divine Masculine, the injustice of the secret passion and being strong. Or Libra reversed, Pisces reversed, and Leo upright, no longer confused or dumping multiple loads or emotional attachments to suffering and silence in the awakening, and connecting to the King of Pentacles reversed, with epiphanies about the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community dysfunction, or misuse of funds, misappropriations. The harsh truth, pissed off at night and closed off, alienating the kids. Soon as the Four of Pentacles, Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave, imbalanced and healing, presently out of his mind or losing it, or with parent with mental issues or over isolation. The King of Pentacles reversed perhaps hired a PI to get the scoop on Scorpio reversed and Cancer upright, or ran from the scene of an accident, or running from clingy Cancer. Lovers reversed and the Empress reversed, a breakup with the Empress reversed, or Gemini reversed and Taurus reversed, or the Divine Masculine and their mother had a falling out with each other and Cancer. And so the Divine Masculine and his mother could have had a falling out with each other, or them with Cancer and Scorpio. We have the Queen of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups, who can definitely be Cancer and Scorpio. Virgo reversed, Scorpio reversed, Cancer upright, Gemini reversed, and Taurus reversed here. The twin flames seeing themselves as the Ten of Wands reversed, dumping a load, a burden, all of their responsibilities, confessing, the Queen of Wands detoxing chaos, or with Capricorn reversed, reaping rewards of Messenger of Truth, Queen of Swords upright, speaking to the Knight of Pentacles reversed, she may be blocked from the King of Wands reversed, stubborn mule, unable to function, in detox with the Queen of Wands. At 12:33, the Hangman and the Christ vibration, the Seven of Wands, standing up for themselves. Let your friends help. It is safe to love. And then separately came up healing family issues, trust, you need to have faith, and getting to know each other, and true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Ten of Pentacles reversed, or hostage, making announcements, judgment, wake-up call, or calls in general. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, dumping on hostage, pushed to the limit, pushing their buttons under the heat, sweating it out, with the Knight of Wands reversed player perhaps paralyzed, or just unable to function, frozen, or falling short, not telling their true feelings, and challenged by the Nine of Pentacles reversed, the dependent, or powerlessness, the loss of power, money, and independence, dumping responsibilities in a bold move to rescue the Ace of Wands passion, or receive the Ace of Wands passion, with completion and forgiveness here, but even more so, love and physical activities. So shocked Ra, or chakra, shocked Ra, or King of Wands reversed, surprised, the Queen of Pentacles with harsh truth holding on at night, with the Page of Cups reversed, grieving loss, regret, and the past discomfort, being uncomfortable in their skin. The Queen of Pentacles Cancer, or boldly moving suddenly, or ascending epiphanies with shock value, as lightning strikes, in near-death experience or after death, planning new life or new home planning new life at home, or planning a new home, or in union with twin and kids. Soulmates, a lot of fun memories of the home here. Truth, or the King of Cups reversed, dumping on that Ten of Pentacles reversed family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss, or confessing about or to that dysfunctional family, business, or community, causing delays, not telling their real feelings. The Star, or an Aquarius challenged by no guidance, or a divorce. Taurus reversed, and the Divine Masculine, and when I say reversed for any of the signs, it can mean that's not their sun sign, but it could be in their chart. So this Divine Masculine could have Taurus in their chart, but it's not their sun sign. So no guidance or divorce. Taurus reversed, Divine Masculine in Batcave, powerless and recovering without help of the Queen of Pentacles, moving or traveling, ascending suddenly, and taking forever in death and rebirthing process at home and or in union. The truth of holding back passions about synchronicities and choices, heaven in their eyes as the King of Cups reversed, and the Star, or Aquarius, recovering and challenged by a break in commitment, or Taurus reversed, with no help, dumping a load, a burden, responsibilities, and the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, dependent or powerless, with the Queen of Pentacles, ascending, traveling in sudden storm, after death or near death, trying to get back home. At 12:51, the Hangman and the King of Swords. So in summary, we have the Truth, the Star, and the Queen of Pentacles. The Empress separated with kids, knowing about the Queen of Swords, and the Truth of the King of Cups dumping on the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, and the Divine Masculine trying to keep that family, business, or community and a dependent from spending all the money. The Queen of Wands perhaps may be from humble beginnings and is not willing to let go of the new family cash. And all of the couples here, we had the Queen of Wands upright and the King of Wands reversed, as well as the Queen of Pentacles upright and the King of Pentacles reversed. So they could be the same two people. And then also the King and Queen of Cups are both reversed, as well as the Empress and the Emperor. So they could also be the same people, or they could represent, the parents and then the in-laws. But the King of Swords and Queen of Swords were both upright here. And they don't just have to be couples, but they can be siblings, they can be a parent and a child, all right? So that was the first read. The second read that I did from today, yeah, and a Russian connection came in here today as well. I cut this read in front of you at 12 o'clock on the dot this afternoon. So a lot of source energy backing up the Hangman. And this is for the tomorrow to the 14th. I wanted to hit through Valentine's Day. So at 12:29, which is the Hangman and the Three of Wands being present in the moment, E of Orbs came up, and then BS. Okay, so E can be reference the divine feminine, but it also can reference expansion and the Elohim energy of orbs, which is thoughts and words, but also blind men and orphans, right? So the feminine of blind men and orphans, or thoughts and words, but also was coming BS. So it could be someone who likes to talk a lot. The completion of this read was at 12:46, the Hangman and the children in the Garden of Eden. That came up in this read, the Six of Cups. So the major arcana in this read were alchemy, indigo, and strength. Indigo's the magician, and alchemy's like the temperance card. Before the read was the Tower, and after the read, the Great Wheel and the Chariot. We had 3 cups, 2 pentacles, 1 wand, 1 sword, so 3, 2, 1, and then 1 again. The Page of Pentacles was the only court card in the read. We had the Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Knight of Cups before the read, and the Page of Wands after the read. We had double 4s, double 9s, and double 10s. So the 44 of mastering, grounding, and integrating love, the 99 of the 9 of Pentacles, the Sovereign, and the 1010, that very high vibration. And remember, 910 begin again. We also had 3211, which is 32 of the journey, and the 11 of justice, 99 of a lot of compassion, 2 of the high priestess, 45 of the 5 of cups, the 7 of chariot, 910 begin again, the 49 of the 9 of cups, the get your wish, I was just getting the genie in a bottle, 57 of the 3 of swords, 79 the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and 24 the Queen of Wands. This code line was all about relationship change and domestic harmony. This was also very interesting the way this read went. So the first translation of the code line here was stigmata coming up and the pot of gold. The student of the hermit, or the 9, the collective consciousness, being an island unto themselves. The 2 of strength of Jesus Christ was coming up, but regarding relationship change and domestic harmony. And this comes up in a different way too, but because stigmata came up, this was the strength of Jesus Christ, right? The stigmata. The Sophia being the key ma, or mother. The 7 and the chariot is the divine feminine within the divine masculine, with the 2 hermits and the 3rd energy between them, the island unto themselves, 2 of strength, to be of width, strong support, to exist within one wave, to stand, to come on and say, look, to have food and a meal. And also juniper was coming up, and a lot of good, juniper comes up as helping out with a lot of good things, so I would definitely look into juniper. Yeah, juniper, good for digestion. I'm just reading from online, but you can look all this stuff up for yourself, don't take my word for it. Good for digestion, berry and essential oils. It's supposed to be good for UTI, kidney and bladder stones, and skin wounds, pain in joints and muscles, sore throat, fatigue, boosting your immune system, insomnia, and antiseptic, anti-inflammatory properties. So it was also the code line again translated as the path of the cottage or farmstead in the south of France, being even, where 9 seeks 9, the hermit seeks hermit, grounding and integrating love, the two of strengthening. And also Saint Mary coming up, the path of the mother. At graduation, seeking solace, to ground and integrate love, two of strengthening, or the high priestess, the secrets of strengthening in relationship change and domestic harmony. Sophia, salt, sulfur, being keys. In the south of France, a farm, even, 9 students, with the hermit and emperor of love, two of strengthening, relationship change and domestic harmony. So then relationship change and domestic harmony were all broken up. So I'm just going to tell you the message that came through from those definitions. And here that goes. The story or tale, the accounting of connection of ship and electrons gathering around. To constrain into channel anxiously, or to channel an angel, or horsepower, which is cruel and painful, or the chain gang, oppressive with an angle of turning them in, or just I, the flame, to the moth, as opposed to the moth to the flame. Do, right, left, just be, with sound of laughter, in gap, hinging on come hither. As inchworms inches and caterpillars transform, preaching to the choir, each every man or whore, old person with gray hair, adulterer yet honorable, venerable, of grace, each every he, she, they, hinging on sarcasm, to make the story more interesting. At 157, which is the magician and the 3 of swords, the separation. Saint Mary, 79, seeks 94. I was just getting like the ad from Madonna. Seeking Susan came up in this as well. So Saint Mary, 79, seeks 94, so I looked up both those numbers, of heart and emotions to strengthen their existence, their oneness, their wave, their width and stance, their food and meal. Come on and look at juniper bush, IJ, which lowercase I for me is the chakra system, and then J can be for Jesus. Chakra, remember, is shock and Ra, which is the ray, to shock the ray system, to JC, God's Son, not SON, SUN, God's Sun or sunshine. So I looked up 79, which comes up as Daniel, and Daniels are always really nice people. They're very straight-laced, I find Daniels to be. So Daniel, Godhead, number 44, link, Miami, oil came up, Kachinj, Halo, Helen, or Helena, IQ, and Kachinga. Kachinga is giving parents tools and guidance to teach their kids to be smart with their money. So they have debit cards for kids and things like that. I didn't know what Kachinga was, so that was coming up for that. 94 came up in Gematria as 9, and Lil, Don, which comes up as 33, Aleph, Barak, 33, SD, DS, Dear, Reed, Ciara, Erde, Rabbi, Hera, and Ray, spelled R-H-E-A. That was 94. So this read starts out with the 7 of Cups. Beneath it was the Queen of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups reversed, the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups reversed, and the Tower upright. So the Queen of Pentacles upright, emotionally unfulfilled, or with very unhappy family or emotional cycle that's so over. With the King of Cups upright and the Knight of Cups reversed, suddenly ascending the steps to heaven, seeing synchronicities or sudden illusions, or Hermit reversed coming out with the truth, perhaps to the King of Wands upright, and the Empress reversed in lack, or can't make it up the steps. The Knight of Pentacles helping to go see what's wrong. Someone may be sick, tired, or crying in bed, unable to sleep. Sudden epiphanies, synchronicities, dreams, nightmares of the truth, very pointed, realizations, or someone who's scared of what's under the bed. Scorpio upright, Virgo and Taurus both reversed. Someone all of a sudden getting it. The serpent in the Garden of Eden, seeing synchronicities and taking a gamble on having faith. Implementing a plan that's sure to fail, or self-sabotage. Or the Page of Cups reversed, receiving the truth from arrogant Knight of Cups reversed, which can be their sibling, acting like they're ahead of them, like they're more advanced, but actually they're not. Looking back with clarity or with new information, and the King of Wands listening with Little Lizard on standby. Aries reversed and lots of water around here. The King of Wands avoiding a landmine by releasing pressure or weight. Antenna not working properly at the new moon. Mossy growth, blanket of green, and putting roots down. 2 for you and 1 for me, or King of Wands wondering what's taking them so long to find the problem, or to put a fire out, or there's an electrical issue. The Queen of Cups reversed, Page of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Cups all reversed in the underlying energy together here, with Gabriel, lover, or Gemini, or twins, mediating from beyond to get the Knight of Cups reversed to surrender, to giddy up. Or the Knight of Cups reversed has just given up on their sex life, rejected, moody, jealous, or insincere, and the Queen of Cups and Page of Cups both reversed with lots of affection for them, surrendering with love at 232, the High Priestess and the Journeyman, or good news. So attraction comes up here, and beneath it was passion, as the Queen of Swords reversed may be pissed off with Atlas, weight, world, or hard work, and in debt or not sharing, inequity, scam of the King of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Cups reversed together. At 234, shut the door, 2 being the High Priestess, 34 the Eight of Wands. No more polarizing, balancing drinking too much with lots of health food, or balancing depression with saving the day, again very polarized. The King of Pentacles reversed is no hero, and the Queen of Cups reversed is no savior. He steps out, she steps in. He opens, she closes. No point in never seeing each other. Sick of apples or ate a tainted one. Even the Knight of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups reversed can't save them now. No more dancing upstairs or toe class. No cuddles or dessert from here. No more rushing in to pick up her mess in the aftermath of addictions. No one is happy here, caught in the weeds, the bushes, or with their pants down. Effects of the father, perhaps, and daddy can't save me now. Pride comes up here as number 19, and beneath that was communication, number 33, the Christ vibration, and the sun, S-U-N, and the sun, S-O-N, purple and gold, regal or wrinkled and old. Holy Moses, something about Mary. And I was getting the picture of, I don't know if that's her aunt who Mary hangs out with in the movie, who's all shriveled up because she tans so much. That was the energy that was coming up here. Delays, not telling, heated exchange. The King of Cups reversed was secret. High Priestess, Pisces upright and Capricorn reversed, found a way out with anti-gravity chamber. Floating on air, right up and out of the chains and gangs. Ganglions or gang lions, breaking the chains that bind. Fleetwood Mac then came up with the chain, and I got major connection when that happened. Listen to the wind blow. I can't remember it quite, but watch the sunrise, run in the shadows. Damn your love, damn your lies. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. The family secrets and circle of trust. Up for auction in surrender of the family or family house. Mesh in the grass. Ladybug and shrooms tunneling through pipes. The Englishman, no gentleman, or scam artist surrendered perhaps a cottage where gossips hang out. Or someone jumped the gun regarding the stock exchange. The King of Cups reversed could be Pisces, or Capricorn or Pisces reversed found a way out by turning them in. 10 of Cups, sham-fam, sitting on the front lawn, taking steps to fix the fire hazard. or sudden synchronicities or options seen or heard by the King of Wands surrendering to the Queen of Cups reversed or turning them in. Pride before a fall, or house fire and surrender, or family mediation or remediation dealing with pride. Looking back at social distancing, bad influences, a life of partying and socializing, or third-party nightmares and stress and getting over all of it. Breaking patterns of suffering and silence and walking away from deception, or at the new moon, taking walks before dawn at 3:03, being the Empress, but also the Four of Wands could come up there, the Empress at home. The Ten of Pentacles reversed, that family, business, or community in dysfunction or loss, not in their favor, finding peace in the slowdown, without school perhaps, and ending conflicts, or no schedule conflicts between helping the Ten of Pentacles and or kids with school and the journey through a state of emergency, perhaps car issues, breaking up, breaking down, breaking in, or breaking through with the Queen of Wands reversed, and issues at work with patience, angels, and a higher love, perhaps in a divorce, or a break away from a religion, establishment, a commitment, and judgment, announcement, a wake-up call of the messenger of truth to the Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles, both reversed, to detox the chaos in their lives, or deal with codependencies and addictions, epiphanies or sudden events, or suddenly a fire due to the Hermit reverse losing their memory, or crazy kids. Recently, as the Page of Pentacles reversed, a lost opportunity, or in need of help, money, or opportunity, perhaps a poor student who needs help with their homework, or an opportunist, and on journey to expose all, with good news coming in and fun in the sun, or happy kids, suddenly awakened by the Page of Wands reversed, playing with matches, or exploding in a temper tantrum, or uninspired and unable to understand. The King of Pentacles reversed, not sharing, perhaps resting on break or sleeping on vacation time, with them after it's like the kids the kids may be upset because there may be a King of Pentacles reversed here who's not sharing their vacation time. Maybe they want to go on vacation without anybody to get a rest and have a break after all the hard work, with Atlas hard work coming up here, the weight and the world. Complete, coming full circle, sealed divine feminine, and mirror, mirror on the wall, reflecting back their writings on the wall, or graffiti in the neighborhood. Leo and Scorpio upright, Capricorn reversed, and Pisces upright. And the foundation here, at the root of the matter, is the Nine of Pentacles upright, the Sovereign upright, and the Page of Pentacles reversed, and those two coming together in slowdown in order to start over. The central energy at the heart of the matter is the Nine of Cups reversed, dissatisfaction, not getting their way, choosing the path of what the kids want versus the Emperor reversed, getting over a fall and letting go to fix, repair, and mend, or installing a chairlift or something like that. The Magician's reversed, feeling insecure, with Libra and Aries both reversed, but there could be two Aries here. Gemini reversed and Virgo reversed as well. The challenge being the Four of Cups reversed, no longer an island to self, and the Page of Swords spreading the word, feeling guilty for resisting and insisting on making it harder than it had to be. Defensive, defending hard work, and dumping, purging, overwhelmed, detoxing chaos and codependencies, or Capricorn reversed with the Ten of Cups reversed, unhappy family, or an emotional cycle that's just way overdone. Frustration and not burning the past, giving up information to dysfunctional family who may be depressed or arrogant, and the King of Cups separation or minor surgery, and awakening to a heated exchange and or delays with twin or choice of path of recovery without excuse, defenseless to the Knight of Wands' charms, which can be a man or a woman. Now is the Ten of Wands, working toward the light, with flame in divorce or spiritually thinking outside of the box, suddenly, single, or suddenly seeking Susan, cleaning out the house or preparing for fiery devil with a happy ending at 331, which is 3 of the Empress and 31 of the expansion, pursuit of happiness perhaps, games, or 33 of the Christ vibration and the 1 of the Magician embodiment. With clarity and implementing a plan to stay quiet with the Empress reversed, and that could just be needing to keep the kids quiet in the house so that they can recover. Being patient in need of help, or patience in need of healing, or depressed, moving, or unstable, recovering at home. Sagittarius and Aquarius and Taurus both reversed, Sag is upright, offering a new life, or battery park, or home run to get over emotional loss with Sagittarius drinker with attitude, and Pisces of divine feminine, Pisces or the divine feminine in the 5D world, or dream girl, and the Knight of Wands rushing back from the neighborhood, the divine feminines, or maybe rushing back from the divine feminines, or after completion, or early out of the gate, or divine feminine not wanting to go back too soon, not telling feelings or delays without excuse as to why they walked away, or defenseless in a heated exchange. So again, it's the worries back and forth about thinking about what the other person's reaction will be. Defenselessness to walking away without offering a new life to lover, or Sag and Pisces arguing without excuse and must walk away before offering a new life to lover. Could be setting up the basement for the Empress reversed, a mother with issues offering to help financially and or stay out of the way of their relationship, and perhaps help the kids get over loss or regrets with Sagittarius with a hook, and Pisces dreamer and paying for their affections. Soon is the Two of Swords reversed, off kilter, things not working out of alignment, Justice, divorce, or Libra deception, or Cancer reversed, running back to them every time, or stealing from the office, or leaving work early, the secret out and being strong, or Pisces reversed, in need of using their intuition, and Leo or pet or kids may need to do that, and the Queen of Swords reversed, irritated by the King of Cups, feeling indebted to the past soulmate, or difficult childhood, scammers, abuse, or difficult kids who are manipulating him to get their way. Moving, visiting, unstable home, letting go to fix, repair, and mend, with the Knight of Pentacles upright, loyal, humble servant with secret passion here. Libra upright, Cancer reversed, Pisces reversed, and Leo upright here. The twin flames seeing themselves as alchemy, blending, patience or patience, and issues at work for the King of Pentacles reversed. The King of Wands is releasing the Queen of Wands reversed, or vice versa, in a separation with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss, and announcing a final judgment or wake-up call, or a call to the Queen of Pentacles. Love yourself first comes up, true love, this is a romance of a lifetime, and very soon, and then separately came up, make an effort for heart-to-heart conversations, or blending families here. Sag upright, Aquarius upright, and around the twins, or how they're seen, is Indigo reversed, insecure without tools, and the King of Swords unhappy when kids leave or when they find peace without them elsewhere. With the Two of Cups connection, or partners ending pain or in a painful ending, or getting a massage and removing the mask, the facade, dropping the act and patterns, the block for the twins being the Strength, the Ring of Fire, the Eye on the Prize, the King of Cups, imbalanced relationship with past or kids. Relationship change comes up here, and domestic harmony at 358, the Empress and the Four of Swords, the 5D connection. The wounded warrior surrenders to pain of third party as the frog grows to prince in a growth spurt at 358, ending conflict and broken, or with Cancer reversed, stepping up to the plate to swing, or getting kids to help with messaging, while the Magician reversed rests or is getting help on how to meditate. Or when children grow quickly, they need a lot of rest. Well, the same goes here for the adult. The Wheel reversed is slow as the Divine Masculine's heart comes out of the Batcave, broken and frustrated in state of emergency, or fight or flight. Child having a tantrum, seeing synchronicities, options, online shopping, or seeing things, with the Messenger of Truth rushing in to help pick something. This is be shopping as well, someone might be rushing in to help pick for the Dark Knight or the Divine Masculine in a death and ending, transition, or Scorpio, or this could be last rites or last visits. All right. So you weren't allowed to go visit them in the hospital, so they're passing away. You may be allowed to come in to see them. I was at my mother's facility. And it could be some for one on hospice since we have last rites as well. Lovers here or a lot of affection and rainbows. As Cancer reversed, Libra and Gemini both upright, Gemini and Virgo reversed, and Pisces upright here. A sudden climb of the Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups reversed family, the King of Cups upright and Knight of Cups reversed after a stroke or heart attack recovering. Sovereign patient with Indigo reversed, who could be Page of Pentacles reversed, who's unhappy, and challenged by starting over with new information and clarity and being strong. Climbing steps is hard, but can be done to see the light. Make sure to stretch or growth spurt and achieving Mount Everest, perhaps a mattress in slow motion, right? Just imagining yourself achieving getting to the top of Mount Everest if you're trying to heal your body. The Divine Masculine's heart opening up, cracking open for lover, or to give affection to the Page of Wands reversed, or his self, his inner child, who was unloved, allowing the truth through synchronicities to transform the caterpillar to the butterfly, the slow process to recover from surgery, injuries, events, and the same for the whole world. It takes time and not patience, but patience. It's not patience because the NT would involve the primeval goddess of war and duplications. It's Patience at 450, the Emperor and the Ten of Cups, which would be emotional fulfillment. The stairway to heaven, but without crossing over, steps, synchronicities, and heaven in your eyes. The Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help from the Ten of Cups family, but they may be emotionally unavailable at this time, with sovereign dissatisfied and too much work, and challenged by starting over, traveling, or getting off the island, or alchemizing new information with Indigo reversed, being strong, stretching and growing or growing up, slow going, with the Divine Masculine coming out of the Batcave in a breakdown, break up, break in, or break through, with lover frustrated or uninspired, with mask off and flame doused as the transformational process begins here. Or the Sovereign, the Nine of Pentacles is upright, which can be the Divine Feminine, and then the Nine of Cups reversed can be the Divine Masculine, dissatisfied alone with self in need of help, climbing the dark stairs, from dark to light, the alchemical process of new information, and then grounding and integrating the receiving of love, strengthening and growing, even when it's slow going, coming out of the cave broken or without a vehicle, afraid that lover will be uninspired or unimpressed. I'm going to leave it at that since it's a pretty long read and I have to go eat dinner now. So make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, and be good to yourselves, guys. And take a deep breath and stretch. Stretch your arms up and back and down and rise and be love. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.